Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Amazon Prime Jackery Show. Now, it is Prime Week, Prime deals, and we got a bunch of crazy deals and discounts for you. Trevor, hey, man. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. Don't mind me. Cough drop in my mouth, and I'm probably going to choke on it. It's all good. We'll get through this. Guys, we got a bunch of crazy deals for you, a bunch of amazing products, and of course, a great show lined up. With this, you guys can see that banner down below that's rotating. It says click and follow for exclusive deals and surprises. It's going to rotate and say also $2,000 off of 7% of those purchase. So if you guys spend $2,000, 7% off of that purchase. Now, we have Fernando with us. I'm sure Fernando is actually really tired from his time zone, but he's going to be here to help us. He's going to post these crazy deals in chat for us. Now, we have also that rotating, there's a rotating banner right there, guys. You're going to notice a couple free gifts up there. If you buy the 1000 V2, you guys can get the E290. If you buy the 2000 V2, you guys can also get another special gift. And that's going to be, I believe, I got to go back and look which one that one is. I want to make sure I speak on that properly. I believe the 2000 V2. Oh, I take that back. If you get the 2000 V2, you guys get the 290. If you buy the 1000 V2, you guys get the 100 plus. Misspoke, but I do apologize for that. Now, you'll also see the rotating banners and discounts for, of course, the 1000 V2, the 2000 V2, and that 3000 Pro. Now, already marked down crazily low, but we also have Fernando is over in, I believe, China. How do I use those codes? To use those codes, you're literally going to click the product, put it in your carousel, and then in checkout, it's going to ask for the discount code, and you'll input that code, either the 3000 live, the 2000 live, or even that 25 prime code. It's actually really simple, Karen. So when you put the product in there, you'll actually put it in at the end when you're going to checkout. All right, we are going to show you guys a few things that I normally don't show lately, and that's actually the cabling. Because that's one thing you guys probably want to see is what comes in a package of this styling. Now, no matter what product you guys get, there is, of course, cabling to be included with that. What do I mean by cabling? You may get a cable or a package like this with that product. And these are going to be little, of course, carrying packets. And inside these pockets may be a variety of different styles of cables. Ranging from the cigarette lighter adapter to charge inside your car with that. And that's actually kind of cool. So you guys can actually charge one of these stations with the cigarette lighter. If you don't get that variation, you may get, of course, the 3-prong wall plug for the other power stations. Or if you guys need to, there might be, of course, an adapter like this to adapt it down to the 7909 or the 8020 plug. If that is not the variation of cables or plugs you guys get, let me put these back in here so we don't lose these. You may get a different variety or styling of cables. And they want to make sure that every station you guys get has a charging cable for it. Whether it be, let's say, like a wall plug or like the cigarette car plug or even solar charging. If you had, let's say, the 240 original, the 300 original, the 500, your cabling may look just like this. Old school power brick, right? So it's got the old school power brick styling, and it's got the 7909 plug. So they make sure that you have it. For the other stations, you may get a cigarette lighter adapter like this, and that's, of course, black and orange. It's got the different styling, a DC plug on the end. Just make sure that if you're using the cigarette lighter plug, it's for the proper power station. Sheila, good morning. What is the furthest country I have visited? Mexico. I've only been in Mexico. So with that, we showed you guys the cabling. We showed you guys, of course, what could come with it. Now, there are other cablings for other systems out there. rather it be like, a larger system with an extra battery. You may get a linking cable like this one to link that battery to the power station. And yes, that is a very, very large cable to be linked to a system. That's because it's got to allow for that power to go through. So they do make sure that you guys have everything intended for that. Now, we're going to start this show off with, of course, that beautiful 1000 V2 for $399. Now, this station, you guys can get it for a little bit different discount with that. And we have that discount for you. You guys can actually get it today while watching this show for $379. You will actually have to put in the code to get that price, but we do have it for you. And I'm going to share that on my side because Fernando already shared it on our side. Going to the other side of the world. Nice, nice. Now we're going to move down here to the table of stations. And you guys will see the cabling, the solar panels, and stuff like that. Now with that, we're talking about that 1000 V2 right there on that table. Now with that, you guys will see I have some things plugged into it. I have LED lighting plugged into it. I have some keystone lights connected up to it. I even have a camera. Why split it off of a cable with that, of course, on hand? Now, with this variation, you're going to get 1,070 watt hours of power that can be fully charged in a standard 2-hour quick charge mode. You guys can dip it down in emergency situations to a 1-hour charge mode in the app, and it does have app control. So the app is actually very kind of cool. It can be used on Android systems or Apple systems. It doesn't matter. It can be used on tablets. You guys can even sideload it for your desktop PCs if you wanted to. That's a little bit more of a workout for some people. I was able to do it, but I'm going to leave that for those of you that don't. Just use it on your mobile devices. It's a lot simpler. Now with it, 1,070 watt-hours power that can be charged in 2 hours or 1-hour charge mode. It has Charge Shield 2.0. Now, Charge Shield 2.0 is that new battery management technology that they built into the system to allow for the quick charging and to allow for the multiple pieces of running off of it. With that new charge system, you guys can actually do solar charging as well. You're going to have multiple connections of ports on the front of the device. Rather it be the flashlight on there. That does, of course, regular low light settings, highlight settings, or SOS pattern. And you guys know SOS pattern is just a trigger flash signal that is to warn people that you may need help. Use it sparingly if you guys need the SOS. In the middle is that digital display. And the digital display is beautiful. High, bright, high vis contrast, black and orange coloring. It's going to show you guys the battery percentage. It's going to show you guys, of course, the input, the output of the voltage. It's going to also allow you to see, of course, what the run times are left of these devices. Beside that is a 12 volt 10 amp DC plug. Now a 12 volt 10 amp DC plug is like a cigarette lighter adapter, like I just showed you that we connect into your RV or motorhome. Below that are two USB-C ports. You have a 30 watt port, you have a 100 watt port. You also have an 18 watt USB-A port below that. With that being said, you also have, of course, the 3 AC outlets on the side. Now, those are your standard 3-prong American style plugs that are going to do 1,500 watts of pure sine wave power. Can peak at 3,000 if you truly need to. Now, with the device, you also have a handle, and I'll reach back and kind of show you guys the handle. Handle folds up. I know it's going to be kind of hard to see, but the handle folds up and can be folded away. The display, high vis contrast, 83% battery. And of course, it's going to show you guys that we're using about 27 watts. And at 27 watts, it says we still have 20 plus hours of runtime with this battery. Nice amount of time. What could you run off of this device? Well, you guys can run quite a bit and don't vary from it. From Bluetooth speakers to space heaters to PCs, you'll have a nice variety of devices. Now, with, of course, the quick charge rate, you also have a UL listed drop protection of UL 2743, which is standard on all of these devices. You also have the UL 94V-0 flame retardant material that the shelling is made from. If you want to run, let's say, one sec, everybody. If you want to run 20 drone batteries off of it. You can do that. You guys can do a Starlink Mini for 10 hours. You guys can do a standard Starlink for 29 hours. You could even do a laptop about 14 charges off of this for the smaller laptops. 12 hours, of course, a heated blanket if you needed to. You guys have the variety of usages, including rice makers, tea kettles, coffee pots. It will work for all of that, including that flat screen TV that is hidden behind me. By itself, it's $399 today. It's already at 50% off. We have it dropped down for $379 during this show if you guys use the 1000 live code. That's right, 1000 live is the code to get it at that price. If you want to, though, we also have the 1000 V2 in a package deal. You guys can get the 1000 V2 with solar panel. Now that's going to be the 200 watt solar panel. This package deal is 49% off today. It's normally $15 or about $1,300, I think it is. It's $664. Now remember, that 1000 V2, if you buy it, comes with a gift. You guys can get the 100 plus little power bank with this. Now, by doing that, it is limited though. Remember guys, limited supply of those free gifts during these shows. Now, of course, you have the variation of the 1000 V2 with the solar panel. That's a 200 watt solar panel. That solar panel is amazingly well done. Now, that solar panel is going to allow you to charge this at a great charge time. If you had 2 of those 200 watt panels, it's a 2.5 hour charge time for that. So you guys have that variations and the usages with that. Now, I'm going to play a quick video, guys, so you guys can actually see this while I do something real quick. Where is this? Now, this is just me showing you guys using the 1000 V2 and, of course, a great usage scenario. Christmas decorations, inflatable blow-ups, and all of those other really fun type of decorations. You guys can do it for like Halloween. It just will allow you to do that. And these two packages will allow for that. One, you'll have to charge it either on a wall plug or get your solar panel separately. 2, you guys can get the 1000 V2 with the solar panel and allow it to charge during the day and run the system at night. It's going to allow you to do, of course, I had 10 inflatables and multiple strings of LEDs off of this, and it had a good runtime. So you guys can actually do that. You guys can have fun, and of course, all of the other cool stuff. Now, the funny part about this is, guys, I had a package show up. That's why I had to jump up. There was a delivery man at my door. I was not expecting delivery man at my door during stream. I think these batteries are... these are LifePo 4 cells. LifePo 4 cells, buddy. So if you don't need the 1000 V2, we have the big brother, the 2000 V2. Now, the 2000 V2 is a great deal. Now, this one is, if you buy the 2000 V2, you guys can get, of course, that beautiful E290 as a free gift. Now, that free gift is automatically added in there when you guys purchase the said item. And remember, you guys can use the discount code. It's $849 right now for this product. At $849, it's a phenomenal price point. You guys can get the 2000 V2 for $799 today. So if you use the 2000 live code, you guys can get the 2000 V2 for $799 during this stream. Now, the 2000 V2 is right next door to it. This is going to be that product right there. Now, the cool part about this one is I can kind of show you guys the app control. Now, if I pull up the app, which is, of course, if I can get people to stop texting me, and it happens, we're going to pull up the app. We're going to turn on low light flashlight. With low light flashlight, you guys will see that it'll come on and shine very, very well. For those of you that want maybe a little bit brighter of a light, go ahead and hit it. Turn it on. All from the control of your app. If you need to warn people that you need help, hit that SOS flash, and you're golden with that. Now, with it, you guys can also turn on the display just by a flip of a switch. Just by hitting a button on your phone. I can turn it back off just like that, or I can drop my phone during live stream and just laugh about it, right? With it, you guys will see that it'll show you guys the battery percentage, it'll show you guys the temperature. It'll allow you to control all of the individually plugs from DC to AC. Just remember though, if you turn on DC plugs, it turns on all of the DC plugs. It's not just one, it's all of them. If you turn on the AC plug, yet again, same thing. It's all of them, not just one. Now, with the variations of that, you guys have a very, very beautiful runtime on this. Now, 2000 V2 comes packed with 2042 watt hours of power. Now, with 2042 watt hours of power, it's going to weigh a little bit more than, let's say, the 1000 V2. 1000 V2 is about 24 pounds. The 2000 V2 is, of course, 39 pounds. Now, 39 pounds is not actually as bad as you would think because the original 2000 series weighed a lot more. And that's just the thing. The new technology shrunk it down, made it lighter, made it quicker to build, and all of that in hand. Now, we can back up slightly and you guys can kind of see the table a little bit more. With this, of course, you're going to have that flashlight that we just showed you, the display, the 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug, and the 3 USB ports. 2 USB-Cs, 1 USB-A. Again, 30-watt, 100-watt, 18-watt ports of connectability. Then you have the 3 AC outlets, which is your standard 3-prong plugs. Those are going to do a beautiful, beautiful 2200 watts of charge rate. Now, 2200 watts of power can be plugged in and used through those ports. 4400 max on hand. It is only 13.25 inches long by 10.5 inches deep by 11.5 inches tall. That is actually very, very small. If you think about it, 13 inches is about as long as my foot, and it is shorter than, of course, that. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Your charge time on this. Again, standard 2-hour fast charge time on the 2000 V2. So you guys don't have to worry about it. Standard, fast, quick charging. For those of you that need, of course, a little bit faster of a charge in an emergency situation, again, Charge Shield 2.0 adds inside the app that emergency charging switch. You guys flip the little button inside the app, it activates emergency charge rate, and will have you up and charged in 1 hour time without an issue. And I love that capability with this. Now, with it, of course, you guys can do solar charging and AC plug charging, which would be about 50 to 60 minutes yet again. But that's just standard charging and, of course, solar at the same time, which is cool. If you need just solar charging, if you had, let's say, just one 200-watt panel, 5-hour charge time. If you had 2 of those panels, 2.5-hour charge time, right? See where I'm going with this? It's a little bit quicker. You should get approximately 4,000 charge cycles out of this system for the next 10 years at 100% battery capacity. After that 4,000 charge cycles or 10 years, you're going to have what they call a depleted battery cap. And it's not a bad deal. What it means is your battery will no longer charge at 100% charge. It'll come up to about 70 to 80% capacity. You still have a long lifespan past that first 100%. So over 4,000 charge cycles without an issue. It's just that top part of the battery depletes a little bit. Now, that is like most car batteries and most batteries you use. After they use it or recharge it enough, it's going to, of course, drop down to that charge capacity. Now, a lot of questions we do get asked is, can you leave these unplugged, fully charged for long periods of time? Technically, yes. You guys could leave this fully charged for a full year without an issue. Should you leave it charged for a full year without tendering the battery? And what does tendering the battery mean? That means retopping it off or rebalancing the battery. No. You guys should plug it in approximately every 2.5 to 3 months. At every 2.5 to 3 months, you guys just tender that battery to rebalance the cells, to retop off the battery, and refresh it. So by doing that, it's going to allow you to, of course, keep the system more lively for a longer period of time. It's one of those theories. You know, if you probably heard your dad or your grandpa say, hey, don't throw that car battery on the concrete outside and leave it not charged for a long period of time. It's going to hurt the battery. It's not really going to hurt it. It's just going to make that first 4,000 charge cycles happen a lot quicker, so you won't get that full 100% battery for the long span of the system. So definitely charge it, definitely tinder it, and protect it. Now, another cool part about these systems is most of these run from under 30 decibels of noise level. Most of that's going to be like when the fan kicks on during charging, or the switch kicks over when you plug the switch in. Now, you guys can also use most of these as a 20 milliseconds of UPS switchover. What does that mean? It means literally if you have your TV, your mini fridge, or other devices plugged into this, and you had this plugged into your wall, that's when your power goes out, it will automatically take over in under 20 milliseconds. 20 milliseconds is super, super fast, and it's great that they added that in here. Another great thing that they added in these systems, like the 1000 V2 and the 2000 V2, is the intelligent battery management system. Not only does that determine your quick charge rate or your actual usage, it's also going to determine if what voltage needs to come in and out of, like, say, the USB-C ports. It's also going to have short circuit protection and all of those other protections that you would come to expect from the Jackery name. Now, on top of all of that, you guys can run quite a bit off of the 2000 V2. Like a 200 watt desktop PC should be able to run for about 12 hours. 200 watt desktop PC for about 12 hours. You guys could do a shop vac that's like a very, very cool piece out in the work area for about 2.5 hours of runtime off of this. You guys could do, of course, portable ovens, heated blankets, mini fridges, flat screen TVs, tree trimmers. 1 second. I apologize, everybody. Allergies are definitely a kicker right now. Now, like I was saying, 1000 V2, amazing. 2000 V2, guys, this is coming in at $849, but you guys can get it for $799 right now with our discount code 2000 Live. Enter that in at the cart when you go to checkout, and it's going to bring that price down for you. Now, you have a wide variety of usages with this, and of course, connectabilities on the 2000 V2 by itself. 2000 V2's amazing little piece. You guys can get it, though, as a full package deal. Now, what does that inquire? Full package deal is going to be the 2000 V2 and 2 of those 200 watt solar panels. Now, with that being said, you guys, normal price is like $2,500. It is 48% off today for you guys. 48% off. With that price point, it is $1,300, $1,299. $1,299, you're getting a very amazing little system with 2 of their larger solar panels. It's a great piece, amazing little option with that, and you guys won't be disappointed with that. Now, what could you do? Again, I have a little bit of a video scenario, so let me try and grab this. I did this one also with the Christmas decorations to kind of show you guys that. Now, you're going to see it's about 87% battery. When I click this on, the power is going to start climbing with this. Yes, the free gift is still available for the 2000 V2. It's the E290. You'll get the 290 power station with that free gift. The 1000 V2 free gift has changed. The 1000 V2 is going to be the 100 plus power station. So you do have the free gift available for those. Limited run. It's about 500 max of those. So once the first 500 are gone, that free gift disappears. But yes, that gift is still there for you. Now, if you're buying, like I said, the 2000 V2 by itself, guys, it's $849. You guys can get it with our discount code for $799. Now, that discount code is 2000 Live. And remember, the station by itself comes as a gift. Just like if you buy the 1000 V2, it comes with a gift as well. So any questions about those 2 pieces, please ask. We're here to answer. I'm going to stop. I'm going to check chats, guys. I'm going to see if I'm missing anything from any of the chats. So yeah, Jesse, the free gift is still there for the 1000 V2 and the 2000 V2. It's just the 2000 V2 comes with the E290, and the 1000 V2 comes with the E100 Plus, which is a really cool power, little power station power bank that I love personally. Uh, just a great little option. Now, I mentioned the 200-watt solar panels that comes with either of those package deals. Now, that 200-watt solar panel is fully waterproof, water resistant. It can be left out in the rain, left out in the sun. It can be used in times that you normally wouldn't use. It's got a 24.3% efficiency in converting light to power, and even the lowest light settings. So what does that mean? Overcast, shadowy skies. If you guys live in Pacific Northwest, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of clouds there, of course, with that drizzle off and on, or of course, rains. In the lowest light settings, it'll still give you guys a 24% efficiency in converting power. In 100% light, you're going to get that full 200 watts in those packages. So that's going to be that panel with it. It will come with adapters, the 10-foot cable. It's going to come with the carrying cable, and all of those other great little options for you. I don't know what it is with these allergies, everybody. Now, we are going to talk about a little bit larger of a station with this. Now, we're going to talk about the 3000 Pro. And the 3000 Pro is actually coming in with a discount as well. Now, you guys can get this 3000 Pro discounted product at a phenomenal price point. Let's just be honest. It's normally a $3,700 price tag. It's $1,799 today if you use that discount code. That discount code, of course, is 3000 Live. And I'll post that for everybody. But this power station and solar panel kit. So it's going to come with the station and 2 of those amazing solar panels. Now that is going to bounce back to this table, and you guys are going to see the station on the table. We have 2 of those identical, very large stations. We're talking about the one right over there. And you guys can kind of see the TV back there. The TV is a little bit hidden today. With this is the 3000 Pro power station. Now, the 3000 Pro package deal right here. For the non-people who are already automatically buying it, it's going to be $19.99, 50% off, right? Great price point. If you use our discount code, $17.99 is going to be your price. Now with this 3042 watt hour, or 3024 watt hours of power with this in a 64 pound package. Now I'm going to stand up kind of show you guys a few things. Now with it, you guys are going to notice that there's an orange handle over here, and that's of course going to allow you to pick it up, grab it, and of course move it around. One of the things that we don't normally show in this, because I don't have nails. Let's see if I can even get it open. I don't have nails to pop it open, but underneath this little cover is that cigarette lighter adapter. It's a 12 volt 10 amp. You also have 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts, 2 USB-C ports at 100 watts max, and 5 AC outlets over here, which is great. On the side of that device is 2 large 3-inch wheels, and those large 3-inch wheels are going to allow you to, of course, roll across pretty much most surfaces out there, whether it be your grass, your concrete, your gravel driveway. It will roll across that without an issue. The only surface I found a slight issue with is sand. If you guys have really soft sand, it wanted to sink in that. Now, that sand for itself, you guys know, walking across the beach, you can sink in certain parts of the sand, and that's the way it's going to work with this. Now, with it, it also has that handle. That handle is going to do very, very well for a lot of you. It's got a nice telescopic handle that, of course, can be put away and set up with this. 3,024 watt hours of power that can be fully charged in about 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours on a wall plug will get you guys up and running and fully charged with this system. And that's a great thing with this. So you guys can actually do that and be ready to run on hand. Now, also, if you had 6 of the solar panels, comes with 2 of these 200 watt panels. If you had 6 of them, 3.5 hour charge time would be your charge time with that. YS, thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Now, with your quick charge time and your multiple ports connection, you guys have 5 AC outlets on the front. 4 of those are your standard 3-prong American plugs, and then you're going to have that NEMA style adapter. Those are going to be 3,000 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 6,000. Now, at 6,000 watts, that means you guys can run your shop welder off of this for about an hour. I know, it's crazy. You guys can run a shop welder for about an hour off of this. If you want to run your 520 watt refrigerator, 5 hours. 60 watt flat screen TV, 35 hours ish. 1150 watt window AC, like I'm using right now, about 3 hours at max cool. That's at 60 degrees. Most of us run at about 70, so you should get a longer runtime with that. 12 forms of protection, 9 temperature sensors built into this, and multiple fans for cooling are also inside the device. Now, it is a very, very beautifully well done plug, and that's what I like about it. Multiple connections, multiple usages, and of course, all of the ranges of usage that you could ever want on this. Now, you could run, let's say, 800 watt oven for 3 hours if you needed to, about 101 cell phone charges, 21 hours with a movie projector, 43 hours with a mini fridge if you needed, or over 220 hours with a 3 watt to 5 watt LED bulb. I'm going to apologize, everybody, every time I cough. Now, it comes with solar panels, comes with the station. Great scenario usages. This is going to be perfect for the homesteaders. It's going to be perfect for the home usage. It'll be great for traveling. If you guys have a toy hauler and you guys hit the racetrack every weekend, maybe you guys hit the sand dunes and you guys go racing with the four-wheelers or the motorcycles or the sand rails. Having one of these on hand in that place could help you out. I mean, maybe you guys need to charge a phone and you're in an area that maybe your toy hauler battery died. This would allow for that. Maybe you need to power, drill batteries and recharge your drill so you guys can fix them. It has a great scenario usage. For those of you that are in Tornado Alley or natural disaster areas, this might actually get you through a timely need. Now, I'm going to say that with a grain of salt because I do know that, sometimes natural disasters take pretty much everything. So that's going to be hit or miss. If it's still standing, it will help you, right? Now, you guys can also do so much more with this lawn tools. You guys could do like weed eaters, weed whackers. You could do angle grinders, leaf blowers. You guys can do, of course, space heaters if you wanted to. You could even do the kitchen griddle or electric griddle for over 2 hours on hand. 90 watt mini cooler is going to give you about 15 to 16 hours of runtime. To have that technology while you're camping and to keep your food cold is an amazing idea. Again, 30 decibels of noise. It's going to work well for you guys, and it only weighs 64 pounds. Now, 64 pounds is definitely heavy, but team lift it, guys. Team lift it. Don't do what I do and lift it on the table every day. Any questions about the 3000 Pro? Please ask. I'm going to check, like I said, I'm going to check chat periodically. That way I don't miss anything on all of these chats. I don't think I'm seeing any questions, so we might be good to move on to the 4000 kit. Now, the 4000 kit's a great idea, and I love ideas like this. For those of you that want to, let's say, not pay your electric company and have a whole system to run your home or your homestead, the 4000 kit might be the option. Now, that is going to include the 2000 plus power station, which looks identical to the 3000 Pro. It just allows for connecting of a battery, and you're going to get the battery in, of course, the package deal. Now, with it, you're also going to get 2 solar panels in this package deal. Normally, it's a $5,000 price tag. It's $2,499 today. Now, $2,499 means it's 50% off. The great part about that is we have that 7% discount code down there below me that'll give you an extra 7% off of that purchase price for this. Now, over 2,042 watt hours of power by itself. You add a battery in this kit, and that comes with that battery, you're going to have 4,085 watt hours of power. 4,085 watt hours of power. can be fully charged in 2 hours time. 2 hours. The free E100 Plus is with the purchase of the 1000 V2, and it should automatically be added to, I believe, the carousel when you purchase the 1000 V2. Fernando can actually explain that probably a little bit better than I did, but remember, it is an option for the 1000 V2 that you get the free gift. Also, use that discount that we have that's going to bring the price down a little bit more for that. We have a special discount for this live. Now, like I said, battery, station, solar panels, quick charge rate of 2 hours on solar wall plug. Now, if you want to use solar charging and you had 6 of the 200 watt panels, 2 hour charge time yet again. 25 hours in your motorhome on the cigarette lighter plug. That's just the way it works. Now, to link the battery, and I'm going to show you guys this. To link that station to battery, it's going to take this large jump rope. And you guys can sit there and jump rope with it if you wanted to. I'm just kidding, guys. It's a large jump cable, and this is the linking cable. The linking cable is, of course, this beautiful triangle shape that's going to allow you to connect battery to station and battery to station or battery to battery of linking. Now, with it, you guys have this great locking mechanism that does need to be pressed to release, and very, very large cable. This is probably about a little over 1/0 size, so it's a very, very large cable. Comes included with this kit for you guys. Now, because you have 4,085 watt hours of power, you guys can run quite a bit with that. I'm just saying. You're going to have the 2 USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, 12-volt 10-amp plug, 5 AC outlets just like the 3000 Pro. All of the plugs mimic or mirror the 3000 Pro, which is beautiful. Again, 30 decibels of noise, 20 milliseconds of switchover as an EPS, and quick charge rate for you. The difference is you guys can actually add batteries to this system. One battery means 4,085 watt hours of power. That means you guys can run your microwave for over 3 hours. You guys can run that 1150 watt window AC for about 4 hours. You guys can do that 200 watt desktop PC for about 24 hours as well, which is amazing. If you want to do like the professional grade tools, your MIG welder or welding machine, about 1 hour and 20 minutes is what you guys are going to get. About 4.5 hours with a weed eater. That's amazing. You guys can weed eat your lawn with this without a problem. Phil, what's up, buddy? How is Phil doing this fine day? You like my new necklace, buddy? I'm just going to walk around with my new bright orange necklace from Jackery. You guys should have one. 2,000 plus system is an amazing product at a great price point. Don't forget that discount. If you guys want to run, let's go here. 400 watt electric drill, 8 hours of runtime. You could do 1160 watt microwave, 3 hours. You guys could do 6.25 hours with your refrigerator. Maybe a coffee maker for about 6 hours as well. It is a beautiful piece of technology that's going to work well for a lot of people in all situations. Claim the gift, you have to. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I guess you have to add the E100 Plus to your shopping cart, and it will claim the discount at the end. I do apologize on that. Are the Explorer 5000 Plus expansion batteries on sale? That is a good question. Now, I actually don't have the answer to that. Fernando can check that because we don't have it in the cart today, unfortunately, but I do have the 5000 Plus system. You know what? I might be able to look for you. Give me 1 second. Let me check if I can find out the price on that battery. The battery is actually 23% off today. It's normally $3,000. It's $2,299 for the battery. So the battery is on sale. Yep, 23% savings today on the battery. That's actually pretty good. I don't have the battery. That is one product I don't have. Yeah, they are. They are really, really great deals, Phil. I agree. Now, I've used the 2000 plus for a bunch of stuff, including running window ACs during shows. I've used it to connect up my stove. I used it to run a microwave. I even used it to run my wife's KitchenAid mixer and a hair dryer. So the 4000 kit, 50% off, $2,499. But don't forget that 7% discount code. And for those of you that want to buy that battery for $22.99 for the 5000, you guys can use that 7% discount code and get a few extra dollars off as well. Don't sleep on these deals. Amazing deals. Any more questions? I'm trying not to rush through the show, right? I love this cable. Can I turn I wonder if I can turn this into an actual necklace. Thanks, Fernando. Yeah, I went searching for it myself as well, because it is a great idea. And the 5000 power station, guys, this is what she was asking about, the 5000 station, and she was asking about the cable or battery that links to it. That battery is an amazing battery and an option to have this. So really kind of cool. I'm going to see if I can get that camera to, there we go. Kind of zoom on in there for that. So great deal. If you guys need that, you guys can get the system and that battery's extra. Now the battery is a phenomenal product. I also recommend, if you guys get the 5000 plus system, get it as a package deal with the Smart Transfer Station. The Smart Transfer Station is a great option for this system, and we'll talk about that a little bit also. So just giving you guys a little heads up on that and the question we were asked. Now, back to the table on hand, and we're going to drop the table down and we're going to talk about the 500. And the 500 is one of their original products. It's a really great product. It's behind me. It's about 13 pounds, and it doesn't weigh too much. You guys are going to notice it is, of course, covered by cabling, jump systems, and a really wrinkled couch. Just ignore that couch. Wow. Somebody should have fixed that. I will be honest with you guys. I had power stations sitting on that couch before this show, so it is definitely all messed up and needs fixed. This is the 500. Now, the 500 is coming in at a great deal. It's $284. It's a 43% savings. Now, $284. It's going to give you 518 watt hours of power in a 13-pound package. It's always 13 pounds. 13 pounds is very lightweight, very, very accessible, and very beautifully well done. I cannot figure out how to find the E100 Plus. Yes, we can definitely get you the link. 1 second. Let me see if I can find the 100 Plus Jackery for you. I believe I can. Good question. Fernando, can you get the link to the E100 Plus faster than me? Because I'm not seeing it either listed. And it could just be me. I found... yeah, good. Good. Thank you for pointing that out, Ryan. We will actually get you the link for that. I will have Fernando find that link, or I'll have Phil find the E100 Plus. So let's see. I think I found it. The only one I'm seeing right now is at the Renewed store. It's not popping up for me. Of course, I'm streaming, so I don't have the full access to this. So. Hey, thank you, Fernando. I appreciate you getting that. Now, back to, of course, the 500. Now, the 500 is an amazing, amazing product. 518 watt hours of power, 13-pound package, and, of course, portable and carryable with that. Now, with that being said, you got multiple connections from the AC outlet on the front. That AC outlet is, of course, beautiful. 500 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 1,000. You're going to have, of course, 3 USB-A ports in the middle. Those are 5-volt, 2.4 amps with that. Now, you're also going to have the multiple DC plugs. One is going to be the 8.2 millimeter input plug only. And then you're going to have 6 millimeter DC plugs at the bottom that are output ports, plus the 12 volt 10 amp plug on the side. You also have a flashlight hidden on this device on the side that does single brightness or SOS pattern for you if you need to. Can be fully charged in about 5.5 hours. 5.5 hours is amazing. Now, with that 5.5 hour charge time, it's going to be the same charge time as of course the cigarette lighter charging as the wall charger. So same charge time with that. And that's kind of cool to be had. And I love that option. Now, you're going to have the connectability and runnability of this device that some of the others don't have. You guys could run a CPAP machine for like 9 hours. You could also do, let's say, 30 hours with a laptop. You can even do 9 hours with the mini cooler, 7 hours with the TV. I tried to add the 7% off on the 4000 set and it wouldn't work. Fernando. Somebody said the 4000 kit, they couldn't use the 7% discount. I do know that it has to be inputted correctly. Not really sure. Fernando can help you. And Wendy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You could do, I'm going here. It's summer. Everybody likes a backyard barbecue, and everybody loves a cold drink. Bring the blender out, connect your blender up to this, and make frozen daiquiris, making frozen lemonade, whatever you really want to make for everybody. 50 minutes of runtime with that blender off of this system, it's definitely for you. 4 hours with the heated blanket, 8 hours with an air pump. So let's say you guys go rafting during summer. You guys can run that single piston pump, air pump, to inflate those rafts for 8 hours. No issues with that. Yeah, we found it, Phil. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm going to grab a cough drop. Allergies are inflamed. Now, also with the 500 system, you could run more than that. I'm just going to give you scenarios, guys. Keystone lights, your batteries for like your Sony ZV-10s, ZV-1s, maybe your Canon EOSs. Charge those batteries off of it. Take it with you to the campsite. Charge your cell phones. No problem doing it. Maybe you want to run a Nintendo Switch, and the Nintendo Switch should be able to run for at least a minimum 60 to 80 hours off of this device without an issue. And I like that. Hey, thank you, Fernando, for checking that. I appreciate that, Fernando. Now, you have the wide ranges of usages with the product at 13 pounds. 13 pounds, that's it. One thing I don't show a lot of, and I'm going to do it right now, is I'm going to flip this device upside down so you guys can see the bottom of it. And that's because it's got some really, really cool pieces to this. Look at the padding. It has beautiful orange silicone pads, so you can set it on surfaces with that. And I kind of like this, of course, with that. But very, very beautiful with that. So silicone pads, so you can set it on the hood of your car and not scratch your paint. You can set it up on your tables, countertops, glass tables. And that's really, really kind of cool that they have all of these pieces with that. To have these variations and pieces. And that flashlight, like I said, single brightness, or if I hold it down, SOS pattern on hand, top of that. Displayed on the front. The display's a little bit different than the other ones, but it works really, really well. Still very easily to read. Sees the battery percentage in all of these. And that's amazing. I love it. Now, could you run more than what I said? Yeah, you guys can attempt to run pretty much whatever you want. Up to 1,000 watts can be pulled through those plugs. To keep it clean, though, keep it at 500. Have fun. Use your stuff. That is an amazing product at $284. You guys can get the 500 with solar panel. Now, this is going to be the 100 watt Solar Saga solar panel. The package deal with the solar panel is $455. And that solar panel is going to be this bad boy right here. So it's going to come with this very, very amazing piece. Beautiful kickstand, right? It's got the amazing handles and, of course, charging from both sides. You get this included with the 500 in that kit. So when you buy the kit, you get the solar panel, you get that power station, and you get under a 7-hour charge time. 7-hour charge time, right? 7.5 hours. Even at 7.5 hours, that's a quick charge rate with solar charging. Beautiful piece, IP68 rating, and all of those amazing stuff. So I love that they give that as an option for the 500. Any questions about the 4000 kit or the 500s? Guys, this is definitely a time to ask. If you guys, at any point during the show, have questions about any station or product that we are showing you guys, ask. We will shift gears, we will talk about it, and we'll go full bore. We have no problems doing that. We're here to show you guys products that you're going to enjoy. Phil, did you buy anything yet, buddy? If you guys see me doing this, it's because allergies are inflamed. I don't see any questions about the 500, which is great. I understand. So we're going to shift gears. We're going to talk about the 300 plus. The 300 plus is coming in at $199. Now, at $199, I got the 1000 V2. Hey, you will actually enjoy that. The 1000 V2 is a beastly system. And if you use that discount code that we have for you, you get it even a better price with that as well. And all the amazing stuff. And you can get the free gift, too, of the 100 plus, which is cool. The wife went on a... Wow. She could have shopped for me, too, Phil. I don't have a problem with that. I've used the 1000 V2 for quite a bit so far. We're using it right now. We got it running the rope lights. If you guys see that ring of red or orange glow lighting in the middle, that's all being ran off the 1000 V2 for this show. All right, let's go here. This is the 300 plus. The 300 plus is an 8-pound power station. Now, 8 pounds is all this weighs. 8 pounds means it's actually very, very beautifully portable for pretty much everybody. And I'm going to go there. I get some of these bigger stations aren't going to be meant for, let's say, your kids or grandma to carry around all day. At 8 pounds, anybody should be able to carry this without an issue. At $199, because it's normally a $300 price tag, it is very, very decently safe on your wallet. I go there with that. They changed from the DC plug off the original 300 to, of course, this beautiful wall plug. So charging capabilities and, of course, the air cooling technology. Foldable handle, unlike the original 300, but it has a foldable handle. Perfect. Has, of course, the 3-prong AC outlet on the front. 300 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 600. Now, 288 watt hours of power in this device. Has, of course, the USB-C port. Now, this USB-C port, I'm going to go here, is what's called bi-directional charging. So it's going to allow you to charge inwards or outwards. So if you want to charge this device, you can use that to do that. Or if you want to charge something off of it or power something, you can use that single port to do that at 100 watts of charge rate. That means it's like about 3-hour charge time on the USB-C to charge this product. If you're using the wall plug on the side, under an hour and a half is your charge time to charge this device. Now you also have that 15-watt USB-C port, 15-watt USB-A port, 12-volt 10-amp plug, and that beautiful display. And if I turn this on, let's do it. See if it'll power up in a second. Should come on. We're powered up. There is that beautiful display. It's going to show you guys 99% battery. It's also got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth signals flashing. And that's because this, just like the others, have app control. The app control will allow you to turn on every individually switch. So that means if you turn AC plug on, turns it on. Turn DC plugs on, turns on all the DC plugs. just by a flip of a switch or on the phone app. Flashlight, single light, SOS pattern. That's all you got. What could the 300 plus be good for? This would be great for the college student going off to college. If you want to make sure that your college student has a way to charge their phones or tablets to reach you in a timely fashion when power goes out or natural disasters, this would work well for that. Because it's lightweight, it's smaller, it's portable, it is that perfect option. At 8 pounds, it's a perfect kind of to-go bag thing. Capable of being carried, taken from place to place, no issues. Now, this will allow you to run your Nintendo Switch for about 40 hours. You should be able to get about 13 cell phone charges, about 5 to 6 drone batteries off of this if you wanted to. Now, your range of varieties would be like 3 charges with a laptop. That's going to be like a 60-watt laptop, all right? 4.5 hours with the house fan. 14 hours with your Wi-Fi router back there if you want to keep your Wi-Fi on during an outage. This can run that without an issue. The capabilities are endless with this. With app control, you guys can do it by a flip of a phone switch. By itself, $199. It is an amazing price product. But we have it as package deals as well for you guys. You can get it with the 100-watt solar panel. Now, that's going to be a little bit of weight for the both of these, but still very portable. At $499, you guys are getting the station and, of course, the 200-watt or the 100-watt solar panel. This is the 100-watt Solar Saga and 280 watt-hours of power with the 300 plus. This is a great package. Very, very beautifully well done. To do this, you guys would have a good charge time. It's about, I'm going to say about 4 hours or so to charge this device this way, which is fine. It's going to allow you to do it, and it's going to allow you to do it without a problem. If you don't want it with the 100-watt panel, do it with the perfect camping package, the Mini 40. Now, the Mini 40 is going to be a fully waterproof, water-resistant solar panel, and of course, I'm trying to run a carousel at the same time. But you guys can get this for $279. This is an 11-pound package. At 11 pounds, pretty much everybody should be able to carry this and take it everywhere you want to go. This is amazing. This is a great option. This is a perfect little piece. I love this idea. Now, Mini 40 is fully waterproof, water resistant, 2.5 pounds, 12 inches tall, half-inch thick. Between the two, it only weighs 11 pounds, including cables. 7.5 hour charge time with this. So, right there, guys, this is the 300 plus and solar panel ideas. So, any questions about the 300 plus? Go ahead and ask. They would work good on boats. I do recommend, like, the stations are not waterproof, so if you have these stations near water, protect the station. Solar panel, don't worry about it. Fully waterproof, water resistant. Just protect your stations is all I'm going to go with that. Now I'm going to, let's see, can I do this? I'm going to take a 1-minute break, guys. I'm going to play a quick little video, and I'll be right back. I am back. Sorry about that. Now, we showed you guys the 300 plus. We're going to show you guys a great little product. And this product is an amazing little package. This is the package I didn't know existed until the other day when Fernando popped it in and said, hey, let's show this off. Now, I know the product itself, I just didn't know the solar panels that came with it, which is kind of a cool newer solar panel that you may have not seen yet. Now, we're going to talk about the 1000 plus power station with the new two 100 watt mini solar panels. Now, I will have the 100 watt solar panels coming at a time to show you guys that, but we're going to show you guys this beautiful little station. By doing that, I'm going to pop down here. We're going to move the table up here, and we're going to come over into, of course, the 1000 plus product. Now, the 1000 plus is, of course, a really, really great system by itself. Now, there are a lot of options with the 1000 plus. Now, this is a $1,500 price tag with this system, and the system comes with those two 100 watt mini solar panels in a package deal in this piece. Now, you're getting 1,264 watt hours of power in that 1000 plus by itself. The 1000 plus actually has an option of adding an extra battery or two, so you guys can link batteries to the system. Now, you can actually do 3 batteries total, which would give you about 5,000 kilowatts of power, which is a great idea. I love that idea. It has the accessibility of doing that. I do own one of the extra batteries above it. Doesn't come included, but you guys can get the batteries if you want to. Now, we're going to zoom in and kind of pay attention to the system with this on hand. Now, this system is more geared towards to have multiple ports of connection. From the 2 USB-C ports that are, of course, 100 watts charging capability. 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts max charging capability. You have that beautiful flashlight that does all 3 modes, low light, high light, SOS pattern. You have the beautiful display, which we've shown you guys multiple times through this show. You then have that 12 volt 10 amp DC plug on the opposite side, and including 3 AC outlets that do 2,000 watts of pure sine wave power. Now, the sine wave power is what we talk about, pure. When pure means it's no spikes, no peaks, nothing, and your electronics are perfectly safe. At 2,000 watts, it can push that out. Now, it can max at 4,000 if you really need to. Now, when it maxes at 4,000, Jackery still protected you guys. It's a very little roller coaster. It's not going to hurt your electronics with this. Your charge time will vary with this. This is one of the first that they've came out with in the before all the newer ones came that can charge in under 2 hours. This is under a 2-hour charge time by a wall plug, which is amazing. If you had 4 of those 100 watt solar panels, 4 of them, 4.5 hour charge time, you're getting 2 of those already in this package. You want to use that cigarette car lighter that I've showed you guys so many times to charge it, 7-hour charge time in a car, RV, motorhome, toy hauler, driving across country, going to grandma's house for Christmas, whatever your needs are. It can charge in the car at 7 hours. When fully charged, you guys could do a lot of stuff. And it will run quite a bit. Because it's got 1,264 watt hours of power, technically I can run my 1,150 watt window AC for over an hour on this device. I could do, let's say, 96 hours with a 5 watt light bulb, right? You could do, I'm going to say 520 watt refrigerator for about 2 hours. You guys could do 9 hours with a 100 watt movie projector or more. It's really just going to depend on the projector you have. Multiple cell phone charges without an issue. You guys could do a 330 watt rice cooker for 3.5 hours. You could do 850 watt tea kettle, a little over an hour and a half. You could do, I'm going to say microwave for about an hour. Now, that's going to be like the 1,160 watt microwaves. A lot of us don't have large microwaves like that, so you should get a longer runtime. Unfortunately for me, I have a bigger microwave than 1,160 watts. I'm one of those people. The varieties will vary. You guys could do your Christmas decorations again. You guys could do, of course, your Halloween decorations. You could run a movie projector and speakers outside for a great movie marathon on a hot summer night. Plug in the inflatable screen, plug in the projector, plug in the Bluetooth speakers, plug in, of course, all the popcorn makers and run it off of this. By itself, 1264 watt hours of power is an amazing package. Now, you guys, if you add that extra battery up above it, that's going to be 2,528 watt hours of power. You can have 3 batteries connected to this for 5 kilowatts. So that's where this varies. It's a nice modular system. But to have the newer solar panels that even I have yet to see inside this package is a great package to be had. $1,500 is your price point for that 1,000 plus system. Amazing, amazing little piece. Any questions about that, guys? Not seeing no questions, so let's go on to an original product. Now, we showed you guys an original 500. We showed you the 300 plus. Now, they have an original 300, which is a great little thing. Now, this product is only 7 pounds. At 7 pounds, you guys can use this as a dumbbell to lift weights. I mean, honestly, you guys can see me arm curling. And there's only a reason I do that. Because it's got a fixed handle. I love the fixed handle on this because of the way I can carry it. It makes carrying more easily for people that aren't really, don't have that grip strength for a lot of smaller bars. This one feels perfect. With it, of course, you're going to have 293 watt hours of power. This device is $159. Now, you're probably like, $159? Yeah, $159 is the price tag for night. It's 39% off. 39%. That's a great deal. It's normally $259. Your charge time is going to be about 3.5 hours on a wall plug to fully charge this device. Unfortunately, it's got the older charging technology, but at 3.5 hours, it's not a long time to have to wait to have this charged. Most of us watch a movie longer than that, or most of us, binge watch Netflix for longer periods of time than it would take to charge this system. When you're using the Explorer 300, guys, you can do quite a bit because it's got a lot of different connections. You have 2 AC outlets. These are going to do 300 watts of pure sine wave, can peak at 500 for you. Also has that 12 volt 10 amp DC plug hidden behind a plug or a cover. You're going to have 2 USB-A ports. Those are 5 volt 2.4 amps. You're going to have that USB-C port that does 60 watts of bi-directional charging. Beside that is your DC plug. The DC plug's beautifully well done for your charging technologies and capabilities. Now, 3.5 hours on a wall plug, 3.5 hours in your car. Or if you guys need to, quick charge rate, plug in the USB-C port, and of course the DC plug, 2 hours of charging time is where you're at with the 300. Now you can do 40 hours with the Nintendo Switch, 15 to 16 camera batteries, maybe 6 drone batteries can be done. If you want to do cell phones, guys, I'm going to tell you, honestly, 15 to 16 cell phones is what you're probably going to get with this. Maybe 4 to 5 laptops. That's like your MacBook, your Chromebook. Or not your MacBook, your Chromebook. That's like your Chromebooks and your smaller Windows laptops. You get where I'm going here. Maybe your Fire tablet. 4.5 hours with the TV that's sitting behind me. And that's a great runtime with this. If you want to, though, Nintendo Switch, portable monitor, run it for a long period of time, keep your kids busy at camp, and of course, out of your hair, don't have to worry about it. This is a great one. $159 is a great price point to be had. There is an option, though, that makes it even better. You guys can get it with, of course, the 100-watt solar panel for $284. Now, $284, it's going to come with the 100-watt solar panel. 100-watt solar panel, $284. This is an amazing, amazing deal. I love this idea. $284, and you guys have a crazy package that can be taken to camp. It can be taken out of hiking. It can be taken out to do photography shoots. Or if you guys do like I do, content creating. It would work great for using with the OpSpot tail air camera. You guys plug the tail air into this, have the solar charger charging it, and do overnight elapsed photos that way. Phenomenal idea. 300 is an amazing little product. Honestly, this still has its weight to me. I use this quite a bit. I think right now we're at maybe 40% battery because we were using it last week. Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks, Phil. Now, if that is not the variation you want, and you guys want the handheld devices that has a foldable handle, we understand that. And we have you guys an idea. The 240 V2. Now, we have two different variations of the 240 V2 in the carousel. One by itself or one with solar panel packaging. We're going to show you guys the 240 V2 by itself. It's actually coming in at about $174 today, which is like a 30% savings. 256 watt hours of power in an 8-pound package. Now it's only a pound more than the 300. That's right, only a pound more. This is that 240 V2. Fixed handle is no longer here. You have, of course, the foldable handle with silicone pads. It's going to allow you to grip it, carry it, and take it pretty much everywhere. You have the flashlight that, of course, has that beautiful light settings. And we'll actually turn this one on. So let's power the system up. Let's grab the flashlight. Let's turn it on. So you guys can see the flashlight come on. I hit it again, SOS pattern. Hit it again, it shuts off. Now it moves to the newer screen, of course, and has app control. To turn it off, I literally just hold the switch and shut it back down. I don't have to leave it on. Single AC outlet that's going to do 300 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 600 for those of you that need that extra oomph. You also get the USB-C 100 watt bi-directional port, 15 watt USB-C, 15 watt USB-A, 12 volt 10 amp plug, and wall charging capabilities. Just like the other, the 300 plus, this can be fully charged in under 2 hours. So under 2 hours, fully charged, and you're good to go. If you want to, though, this has what's called Charge Shield 2.0. It's got that 1 hour fast charging mode built in. So you guys can do emergency situation, 1 hour, it's charged, you're up and running, you're good to go with this. If you want to use the USB-C by itself, 2 hours is your charge time through the USB-C or the wall plug. So you have the capabilities with this. Now, with the charge, you guys will be able to run a 10 watt Bluetooth speaker for about 16 hours, 4 drone batteries, 3 laptop chargers, 12 to 13 cell phones. That's going to be like your iPhone 14s, 15s, or 16s. Your Samsungs are bigger batteries. So do know that the battery is a little bit more with that. Now, the variation, you guys could run, let's say, a 45 watt house fan for 4 hours. You guys could do 14 hours with your Wi-Fi router, maybe 20 hours with the 5 watt light bulb. And I'm probably just underestimating with that light bulb. Let's go there. 60 watt flat screen TV, 4 hours. Pets. You guys have lizards, you guys have hamsters or other animals that you want to keep warm, and you guys have like pet heating pads or the pet lights. 30 watt draw, 6 hours of runtime with that. That's a great idea with this. At $174, it's a phenomenal price point. Again, add it with the Mini 40 solar panel and you have an 11-pound package. Now, at 11 pounds, you guys can get this for $236. You're getting the 256 watt hours of power, but you're getting that Mini 40 solar panel. Now, this panel, 12 inches tall, 10 inches wide, half-inch thick, and can unfold and is only 2.5 pounds. Now that is that panel, fully waterproof, water resistant. $236 is the price for that kit. Phenomenally great idea. I love this. So, any questions about the 240 V2 or the Mini 40 solar panel that comes with it? What do we have up in the carousel? So in the carousel, we now have the 3000 Pro Power Station by itself. Now, we showed you guys, oh, wrong camera. We showed you guys the 3000 Pro as a kit. Now, whoa, that camera went way too far. By itself, you guys can get the 3000 Pro for $1,500. It's a 40% savings. At $1,500, you're getting that amazing power station that's going to power pretty much most of your appliances without an issue. It's going to get you through all of those situations, whether it be just natural emergency or natural disasters. Or if you guys are doing a wedding out back, let's go here. It's summertime, weddings are happening. You guys could power the lighting of that wedding. Maybe you guys want to power the PA system. It could run through this system and run that without an issue. because you have 3,000 and, of course, 24 watt hours of power packed in this device. That's the great variation of the 3000 Pro. So by itself, $1,500, phenomenal price point. Now, you also have what we talked about a little bit ago. We have the 2000 Plus over here. Now, this is going to be another package for the 2000 Plus, but it's going to be just the system and 2 solar panels. Now, you guys can get, of course, the 2000 Plus and those 200 watt solar panels for $18.99. Now, $18.99 is a great deal to have a system of this quality and the beautiful solar panels. Now, the 2000 Plus has the options of adding extra batteries, so it comes with that very, very beautiful options to be had. 2000 Plus is a phenomenal product. It should be able to run your homesteads, your wood shops. It should be able to run your garage in timely fashion if you need to. It should be able to run it if you guys have solar charging capabilities for a great long period of time, no matter what, as well. So 3000 Pro, 2000 Plus, you pick and choose what you really want. Both of those are amazing little products. I'm going to take a sip of water before we moved on to their largest system that they offer. Now, this is the part of the show where we go into kind of amazing full depth of a system. Now, this is their newer system. This is their 5000 Plus. This system is geared towards pretty much anybody that wants a system to run their whole home, to run their homestead, to even run their small businesses. Maybe you guys have smaller houses and you just want to run it. You guys can do all of that with this system without a problem. This is the 5000 Plus. Now, the 5000 Plus, when it came out, I was like, yes, I'm very, very happy they added a few things to this. And they did add a few things that some of these other systems didn't have, like dual voltage charging capabilities, connectability to your home through your power grid. Now, the only other 2 systems that I know that can do that so far is the 3000 Pro and the 2000 Plus. Well, now we have the 5000. Now, the 5000 is going to allow you to do it, and it's going to allow you to do it at a great fashion. Now, this is the 5000 Plus, and I'm going to laugh because my kid's trying to be really, really quiet because she just got home from the lake. But we're going to back up. Normally, we don't do this full in depth. We are going with this. Now, 5,040 watt hours of power in this device. It weighs 132 pounds. Is 132 pounds still considered a portable power station? To some, no. To me, yes. And it's because they did something really, really cool with this. They added wheels, they added casters, and they made a leverage system that you guys can tip it and roll it with ease. Now, I'm going to get up and kind of show you guys this. On the back here, if I pop it up, is a handle that locks in place. With that on hand, I can tip it just that easy without any problem, which now means I can roll it and take it from place to place. Does that mean I'm going to be able to lift this inside my truck? Now, there are 2 handles. If you're strong enough, yes, you guys can lift it off the ground. That's not going to be a problem. Do I recommend doing it by yourself? No. Get a team member or a friend or family member to help you lift it. There are 2 handles for that purpose. But it can be done. Now, with it, the wheels are actually great. It has 2 casters on the front. Those casters are locking casters. So you guys can lock the 5000 Plus without a problem in position. On the front of this has their still very beautiful orange Jackery logo. You got that 12 volt 10 amp DC plug, that cigarette lighter style adapter. You have a large display. Now, if we power it up, you guys can kind of see the display. Let's see, wrong side for the power button, totally forgot. We're going to power it up, and you guys can see the display. 72% battery, it's got input and output, it has app control, and it has individually switched AC outlets. Now remember, you hit the AC outlets, it's going to turn on the front AC plugs and the side plugs, which we'll show you guys in a few. I want to turn it off, turn it off. I want to turn on the 12 volt 10 amp plug, I can do that as well. I want to turn on the USB ports, I can do it. With this device, I'm going to come in a little bit closer. We have two USB-C ports, 100-watt ports on this 5000 plus, two USB-A ports, and of course 18 watts max charging capability. If I turn this off and we'll power it down, you guys can watch it shut down. It takes a few seconds and then comes off. You have four AC plugs. These are your standard 3-prong American plugs on the front. These plugs do 7,200 watts of sine wave connectability. You guys can go over that to 14,000 if you need, but it's 7,200, all right? 7,200. That means you guys can run a lot of different appliances with this set product. Now, here's the cool part about this. If we flip it over, you guys can move this on hand. The 5000 comes with what's called multiple variant charging options. So you guys can charge it in 4 to 5 different ways. We're going to go through all those ways in a second, but first we're going to show you guys some more of these plugs that are on the side. When I back this up, and we're going to change the angle of this, and we're going to slide this to the side. On this side, you're going to notice this top port. This port is the AC expansion port. This is meant for linking 5000 plus to 5000 plus, or linking 5000 plus to the smart transfer station. Now, they created a smart transfer station. That smart transfer station has app control, but does need to be installed to your electric power grid by an electrician or a licensed electrician. When you do that, you're going to have 12 individual electric circuits that can run your electric circuits in your house. So let's say you guys want to use circuit 1 as your kitchen. You guys can do that off of that. Maybe you guys want to use just the central AC off one circuit. It can do that. Living room, bedrooms, garage, hot water tank. It can do up to 12 circuits through that port. Now, when you're connected up to the smart transfer station through your electric grid, you can charge this at under 2 hours. So under 2 hours, you guys can have the 5,040 watt hours of power charged and running. Now, that is charging at 4,000 watts of charge rate through that AC expansion port. Below that is a 14-30 plug. The 14-30 plug is going to be a great option for those of you that maybe have RVs, maybe have toy haulers, and you guys want to connect up to that 14-30 NEMA plug. That NEMA plug will do 120 volt or 240 volt charging capabilities. Dual directions though. Below that is a 14-50 120 240 plug. Again, for those of you that use RVs, toy haulers, or other devices, it can connect up to that. That is also going to be your plug that can connect up to your central AC, or if you want to, your house dryer. Again, 7,200 watts of sine wave can be pulled through that or more. Very, very great amount of ports and plugs. The dual voltage ports on these have not been done on their other stations yet. So to have that connected into a system like this is amazing. And there's those beautiful handles that I was lifting this with. Onto this device, and I'm going to attempt to roll this without rolling over my foot as an opposite side of connectability. First and foremost, we're going to drop down. The bottom port is going to be your DC expansion port. Now, the DC expansion port is for extra batteries. You guys can add 5 batteries to the system and have over 30 kilowatts of power. 30 kilowatts of power with 5 batteries. That's amazing. The plug above it, or the port right above it, right here, this is your AC wall plug. This is your 3-prong plug. It's going to allow you to charge this device at 1,800 watts of charge rate. Now, at 1,800 watts, that's a 3.5 hour charge time for 5,040 watt hours of power. That's a quick charge time through 1,800 watts. It's amazing with this. Now, remember, guys, thank you, Fernando. This product is normally $4,300. You guys can get it for $29.99 with the code during this live show. Now, with that being said, there's more plugs to be seen. I'm going to pop this panel off. Now, this panel is not meant to come off for most people. We do it for showing purposes. you have 80/20 DC plugs. The 80/20 DC plugs are your low power solar array. Now, these plugs are going to allow you to charge at 1200 watts of charging. So that's like two 500X solar panels and a 200 watt Solar Saga solar panel. 1200 watts. It's going to take you 5 hours to charge it, but it can do that through that low power. Beside that is your high power solar array. This is for those of you that have the large solar arrays on your house, the large solar arrays in your yard, or you guys want to do like multiple 500Xs all linked together and of course linked into a linking system. You guys can do 4,000 watts of charging through the high power solar array at under 2 hours of charging. To activate that though, you have to flip this switch, lock it in place into high power solar charging. If you're not using that, keep it clicked in low power solar array. The cover is meant to keep it nice and protect air cooling all the way around with it. Now, this device is an amazing little product that's going to do very, very well for pretty much everybody. By itself, right now, you guys can get it, of course, at $2,099. And that's a great deal to be had. I mean, $2,099 is a phenomenal price point for a product that's normally like $4,300. It's $34.99 most days with the discount of 19% off. You guys use that discount code LIVE5000 and get it for $29.99. You're saving another $500 off of the top of that. It's a $1,300 savings. $1,300 total in savings. It's crazy. Now, we talked about your charge weight and how many times you can charge. It's a LiFePO4 system, cell-to-body technology, 62 forms of protection, fire-resistant shell, shock-resistant shelling. But here's the kicker of all of this. There are other systems in this of theirs are only 20 milliseconds of switchover and power outages. This one, when flipped into, of course, the switch inside the app, you guys can set it to 0 milliseconds of switchover. No delay whatsoever. You lose power, this device keeps running. Your data center, your server at home, your mining equipment, and you guys know what I'm talking about, Bitcoin mining. Your medical equipment, from your CPAP machines to your oxygen machines. This will stay and keep running. Your fridges will never lose power. Your freezer will never lose power. 0 milliseconds of switchover. That's a great little piece that they added into this. Now, inside here also, we can kind of talk about this. 30 decibels of noise. It's silent. 12 forms of connection. But the kicker of all of this is you guys can run your home without an issue. Now, your 60-watt TV should be able to run off of this device by itself for over 2 days. Over 2 days. Your standard house dryer that dries your clothes. 3 hours of runtime off of this device by itself without recharging it. 2 hours with your central AC. And your central AC is a large device. Your hot tubs can plug into this. Your air conditioners, like your window ACs, can run off of this. Your refrigerators, your heaters, all can be connected up to this. By itself, should be able to run at least 2 days on most of your devices. Add 5 batteries, you have 7 days of runtime on hand. Link it with the second 5000 plus, and you guys have 15 days of runtime with 10 batteries. 60 kilowatts of power between the 10 batteries in the systems. That's a crazy amount of power to run most of your appliances without an issue. Now, we talked about the smart transfer station, and I'm going to go in here. With the smart transfer station, and I'm going to say it right now, you can prioritize solar charging and off-peak charging modes. So, like my energy company's Eversource. Eversource will charge you for peak hours, and at peak hours, they charge you more for that electricity. To be charged more during that time is kind of a headache. Let's go there. You guys can set it to charge on your electric grid off of off-peak time. And I like that it does that. Now, inside the app, it's also going to allow you to see consumption and generation of solar and usage of solar. It's going to allow you to see consumption and usage of your electric grid as well. Now, directly connected to the the TT30 outlet, which is called the 14-30, or the NEMA L14-30 to the NEMA TT30, and you can connect it up to your RV. Connect up the NEMA 14-50 to the NEMA TT30 connector, and you're running your RV. So the connections are definitely there effortlessly. Now remember though, because if you guys use the smart transfer station, which I will attempt to kind of show you guys in a second. I apologize, everybody. Let's see if I can find the smart transfer station for you. Now I know they have it. They do. Okay, cool. Let's come over here. Let's do product page and let's show you guys what this looks like. This is your smart transfer station that can be used with the 5000 Plus. Now you guys can have the dual battery linking systems to link the systems. You're not stuck just leaving it connected to your house. You can actually hit this power button and pause it and unplug the station and take it on the go. Now inside this is going to be your 12 individual circuits like your circuit breaker box on your wall. And that's how this system kind of works. Now, when you have two of these systems together, guys, you guys can do 14,400 watts of power through the system. That's a lot of power for a product of this styling, which is amazing. I love that they added that smart transfer station. Great little system by itself. If you're looking, guys, $2,999 today. If you want to get the 5000 Plus and the 500X solar panel, they have it as a kit. Now, unfortunately, that kit is $51.99. You're going to get the station and their very large solar panels. So there are your options for these systems to be on hand. Now, with that, we're going to start talking about solar panels and what you guys can expect with the solar panels. Now, we're going to show you guys the 100-watt bifacial Solar Saga in depth. We're going to tell you guys that you can get, of course, that solar panel for like, I think it's like $209. So you guys can get it for $209. This is the 100-watt Solar Saga. This is IP68 rated, fully waterproof, water resistant, bifacial charging. With it, it has two kickstands that will allow you to set it at a 20-degree angle. Now, at a 20-degree angle, that is going to be efficiently to allow you guys to get reflective charging. And there's a kickstand on both sides, which is great. So kickstand, both sides. Riveted on snap buttons to keep it closed. Riveted on fabric handle to allow you to carry it. And a second snap ring. This blue effective monocrystalline solar side is for the reflective charging. So for those of you that need that reflective charge, this is going to allow you to do it 25% efficiency even in low light settings. Now to open this up, you literally unfold it and you're going to be greeted with the black side, which is the monocrystalline solar side. But it is a large panel. I'm going to go here. This is that large panel. Phenomenally long, but well done. Black monocrystalline solar cells. This will do 100% charge rate at 100 watts at 18 volts for most of your systems without an issue. This will work on the 100 plus all the way up. You don't have to worry about it. It's going to do 25% efficiency in low light settings if you need to, so overcast skies. The IP68 rating means you guys can leave it out in a rainstorm, snowstorm. It's not going to hurt it whatsoever. Now, by doing that, you guys can, if there's a dust storm, take a hose to it, wash it off. When you're done and you want to take it on the go, fold it up and you guys can take it with you. I do recommend tying these devices up slightly. Tie it up with, of course, these little rings. Use bungee cords, tie down stakes, whatever you need. It's like a sail, let's just be honest. Comes with a 10-foot cable. It's going to have an 8020 7909 plug on that 10-foot cable to connect up to most of those devices. If you're getting this for the 100 plus, it will come with a USB-C adapter. Now, with that being said, you may use that USB-C adapter for like the 240s and the 300 V2s. So those will use USB-C adapter. The 500 is going to use that, of course, that piece. The 600 plus, I think, uses the piece as well. Now, this 100-watt bifacial charging solar panel is a phenomenal product that is very lightweight, very easily taken pretty much anywhere. So if you guys need a solar panel like this is the one I would check out. It's an amazing product. It's going to work well with pretty much every system you could think of and all that. Any questions? Now, because we're talking about solar panels, we're going to move on to a larger solar panel, the 200. Now, we're going to talk about the 200-watt Solar Saga. There are two versions of these. We are showing you guys the single-sided one. There is a bifacial one out there. Now, we are showing you guys, and we do have a video for this, because it is a larger solar panel, so we're going to play the video. And you guys can see this, 200-watt Solar Saga. This is normally, I think this product is normally like $700. You guys can get it for $379 right now. 46% savings. IP68 rated. Comes with, of course, a carrying case. The carrying case has zippers and, of course, a snap ring. It's got ETFE laminated handle and, of course, beautiful kickstands. It's a trifold design with quad panels. You have 3 kickstands. It's going to take you a little bit to set it up, for a little over 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Not too long. It does weigh 21 pounds though. So at 21 pounds, it weighs a little bit with this. Now it has what's called the sunlight angle indicator. And I think we have the bifacial panel in the actual. Oh, we do. We have the bifacial panel in this. All right, cool. So you guys are going to get the bifacial one. This bifacial is going to do, I think it's like 26% efficiency in charging, which is great. I love that. Monocrystalline style with this, of course, on hand. And that's beautiful as well. Amazing little product on this, 26.7%. I did not realize that we had the bifacial one in here. I feel like I was going down a whole different rabbit hole. Now, waterproof still, IP68 rating. Leave it out in the sun. Leave it out in the rain. It's not going to hurt the device. Connect it up to the 2000 plus with 6 of these and have it charged in 2.5 hours. I have a single one connected up to this. You're going to notice that it was already pulling almost over I think it was like 153 watts of power. It wasn't perfectly set up. With the sunlight angle indicator, you guys will be able to set it up perfectly well at the 25-degree angle. And of course, you guys are getting the bifacial one so it can actually tip over and charge through it. IBC technology built in, and it is, of course, it outperforms the PERC panels, which is cool. Amazing little product. It's a very, very amazing solar panel. Now we're going to go into the Mini 40, and I love the Mini 40. I really do, because of how lightweight it is. The Mini 40 is their smallest panel. Now, I say that because they have an 80-watt panel. They have a 60-watt panel. This is the Mini 40. This is a portable solar panel. That is $79. Now, at $79, you still have those rings that's going to allow you to tie it down, but it has 12 inches tall, 10 inches thick or wide, by a ½ inch thick at its thickest point. It is a trifold design yet again, but a quad panel. When we do this, we're going to unpop it out and we're going to show you guys. It's actually a nice long panel. This panel is perfectly length to work with most of your situations. Now, this is going to work great with like the 100 plus up to the 300s. Now, yes, technically you guys can plug it into the 500, but it's not going to charge it in a quick charge time. This is going to take a little bit. The IP68 rating, yet again, fully waterproof, water resistant, harsh and wet weather. They can set out in a dust storm, wash it off with a hose. It's not going to hurt the device whatsoever. And I like that idea. Now, it is a very, very beautifully well done, pressed and designed monocrystalline solar cell. This is going to do 40 watts of charging in all of those situations perfectly for you. This is only 2.5 pounds. 2.5 pounds is crazy light. It is very acceptable and can be taken anywhere. Put it in your backpack. You're not even going to notice it there. It's the size of a 3-ring binder that your kid uses for school. Maybe you guys use one. This is lightweight, very portable. $79 for this. This is a great little option. So, Mini 40, phenomenal solar panel. Let me check. I think we have one more panel to talk about. I'm going to grab the hardware for this because I want to show you guys the hardware. We're going to talk about the 100 Prime. Now, the 100 watt Solar Saga Prime panel is one of their only tempered glass panels. It's going to come with a hardware kit. Inside the hardware kit, you're going to get everything you need to mount it up. You're going to get Z brackets. So the Z brackets are really cool. Pre-bent, of course, painted, pre-tapped, and drilled for you guys. So the dual hole screws are going to mount on the RV, your house, or whatever. Your solar panel is going to set right on top, and then it's going to bolt in with the nut and bolt. You get 4 of these brackets included in the kit. You're going to get the nuts and bolts, all stainless steel hardware. You're going to get 4 of those. So you guys get nuts, bolts, washers to set it up and, of course, mount it to the brackets. You're going to get the self-tapping screws. Now, these self-tapping screws are really nicely well done. They're fine thread with a drill bit tip, so it's going to allow you to drill through metal, wood very quickly, very easily. It's going to have, of course, that, I call it a plastic washer, but it's meant for watertight seals. And, of course, it is a nuts driver style tip. So you guys, your drills should be able to send this through. When using these, I still recommend using a sealant on top of that to protect yourself. When you're done with the hardware, and you guys have it set up the way you want it, you then can mount this tempered glass solar panel. Now, tempered glass, it is a glass panel, it does not fold up. It's going to do 25% efficiency, even in low light settings, because it's bifacial charging. Now, fully aluminum or metal housing all the way around. It's not going to rust. You don't have to worry about it. On the back side, you're going to have all the pre-drilled holes to mount the hardware that we were showing you. It also has the permanently attached 10-foot cable. Now, this cable is an Anderson clip style plug that's going to connect to, like, let's say the 1000 original, or it's going to allow you to connect to Y splitters, and the Y splitter will allow you to connect up to the 8020 or 79 adapter plug that comes with it. Now, bifacial charging means even the backside will allow for a charge to come through it. And here's where it's cool. You don't have to set it at a 25-degree angle to get that extra percent charge rate. If you need to or don't have the placement, you guys can lay it flat on your motor homes and charge just like this. So you guys can lay it flat. It will still charge. It's just going to do about 23.5% efficiency. Now remember, it's a fully glass panel. This panel is $179, normally a $300 price tag. That is an amazing little piece. Add multiples of these, and you guys are going to have your charge system perfectly well done. So that's the 100-watt piece, of course. Now, we talked about the 5000. We talked about the 500X. Now, I'm just going to show you guys a quick video of the 500X because I want to show you guys what the 500X panel looks like. This is the 500X panel. It's their largest panel that comes with the 5000 plus system. Now, this panel is made about 98 inches long. It's 6 85-watt panels linked together with Anderson clips, the Anderson wires that we just showed you guys. So you have 6 of those panels. Comes with the carrying case. It weighs a little bit, so do know it's going to weigh a little bit. This is their largest panel that they make. This panel is perfectly angled when connected up. In this piece, it sits like an accordion at a perfect 25-degree angle. It's going to allow you to charge at that 25% efficiency, even in low light settings. It's going to do 500 watts of charging. You guys can link multiples of these 500Xs for the 5000 plus. Like I said, I just wanted to show you guys that panel because it's definitely a panel you guys should see since we were talking about it in some of them systems. Now, that is an amazing amount of pieces. Now, remember, guys, we have all of these deals going on. And I'm going to reshare some of these deals from like the E1000 V2. Now, the E1000 V2 or the 1000 V2 is coming in at $379 when you guys use that discount code. Now, that is the first product we showed today. That is a phenomenal, phenomenal little station. So if I bounce down here and you guys can see the table, that is not the one we want. This is the one we want. Over here is going to be the 1000 V2 and the 2000 V2. The 1000 V2 is the system on the end. It's 1,070 watt hours of power, but it's coming in at $379 with that code, the 1000 live code. So use that code, save yourself a few bucks. With it, 1,070 watt hours of power, multiple ports of connection. It's going to work well for most of your needs, guys, honestly. If you guys want to run from your, like, let's say, your TV, your laptops, your phones, this will do that with a great passion. It's going to be perfect for most scenarios you could think of. The quick 2-hour standard fast charging is just phenomenal. But you guys can put it in that 1-hour charge mode and have it charged in emergency situations. Full app control, and that's something we're going to show you guys with this. The app is actually really, really kind of cool. I'm going to go into it, and I'm going to pull up the app. You guys, the Jackery app is an amazing little app, and when you pop in here, you're going to see a screen like this. That screen's going to allow you to connect up to a lot of their systems. On the top, there is a plus symbol. If I hit that plus symbol, it's going to start scanning for the systems. Now, you guys are going to see power stations or smart transfer switch. If you want to say power stations, it's going to go over there and it's going to tell you guys, make sure that your Bluetooth connections are on. When you're connected up to that, you guys can go in and then you guys can see, of course, the battery charge rate, the temperature it's sitting at, 68 degrees, or it's about 69 degrees, I think. And then it's going to allow you to see, of course, your ports of connections from your DC plugs to your flashlights. So let's say I want to turn the flashlight on. You guys can see that flashlight just came on behind me. I want to go brighter. I can do that just by a flip of a switch or SOS pattern. It's also going to allow us to, of course, connect up to and change and turn on the screens. To get to emergency charge rate, it's in the app right there, and you guys can click it for that 1-hour charge time or have your standard fast charging modes. It's also going to allow you to do battery usage. It's going to allow you to do energy saving and auto timer off. So you have all of that inside of that app for you. Now with, of course, over here, you guys have all the usability and the devices that you could ever want with this on hand. The 1000 V2, $379 is a price to be had. Now, if you guys need, you guys can also get the big brother right next door, the 2000 V2, at another great price point, $799 with that code that we have for you. Now, the 2000 V2, of course, is 2,042 watt hours of power. Now, 2,042 watt hours of power with full app control, 2 hours of quick charge time, 1 hour emergency charge rate, and multiple connections of solar charging variants with this. You guys can use the 100 panels, the 200 panels, or 500X. It's up to you which panel you choose to charge off of this system. Now, the 2000 V2 will allow you to run, let's say, a 200 watt desktop PC for 12 hours without an issue. Again, 2 USB-C ports, USB-A port, 12 volt 10 amp DC plug, and 3 AC outlets to be had. Does weigh 39 pounds though. It's a little bit more weight than the 1000 V2. So it's still portable, but it's going to be not as portable as some of the others because, let's be honest, weight is a variant. Would I take this with me camping? Yes. And I can actually tell you, I took the 2000 Pro, the original 2000, the 2000 Pro with me camping to Hershey Park. We used it in the car to charge our phones on the way. We used it to charge our phone down there. We used it to run the mini cooler that we had all of our meats and products in while we were there. No issues with it. It did well. And this will do that for you. Now, by itself, you guys can get it for $799, or you guys can get it with, of course, the two 200-watt solar panels for like $12.99. So, phenomenal deal to be had with that one. Don't sleep on those two deals. Now, our other big deal with that of today is going to be the 3000 Pro. Now, you guys can get the 3000 Pro for $17.99. you guys can get the 3000 Pro with 2 of the 200 watt panels for $17.99. Now that is that station right there. That is that beautiful. Hey, my camera just went. Say no way. That's 3,024 watt hours of power right there. 3,024 watt hours of power for $1,799. Normally a $3,700 price tag or more. 5 AC outlets of connection. That NEMO plug could be used to connect up to a manual transfer station, which means you guys can connect it up to and run your home off of this on hand. And that's a cool idea. Now you guys got the 5 AC outlets to do 3,000 watts pure sound wave power, can peak at 6,000 for you. You have the 2 USB-A ports and the USB-C ports. 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug or DC plug behind it. It's a 2.5 hour charge time on a wall plug, 3.5 hours with 6 of those 200 watt panels. You guys are getting 2 of those in this kit. This is an amazing little piece that's going to do very, very well for you guys. If you need a system of this styling, the 3000 Pro is definitely going to be a great option for you. If you want a system that's geared towards running your whole home, it's going to be the 4000 kit, right? So you guys can get that 4000 kit right there. It's going to be the battery sitting above it, the station, and those 2 200 watt panels. It's a $2,500 price tag, normally $5,000. You're getting over 4,000 watts of power with that battery. So you guys are getting 4,085 watt hours of power. Now remember, any system above 3,000 kilowatts means you're eligible to file for the Residential Clean Energy Credit Program for a 30% tax credit, which is kind of cool. So you guys can try and fill out for that. This is coming with, of course, the battery, so you guys are going to still have that quick charge time of 2 hours. And the cool part about the 2000 plus system is you can have 6 200 watt panels to the system and 6 of those panels to each battery. And you guys can connect up to 5 batteries with the 2000 plus system. 4000 kit is coming in at a crazy, crazy price point. It is $24.99. You heard me correctly. $24.99 if you're a Prime member. You do have to be a Prime member to get it for that $24.99 though. Phenomenally well done for you guys. Still has the 5 AC outlets, 3,000 watts pure sound wave power, can peak at 6,000. Still has 2 USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, 12 volt 10 amp plug, but it's got that large linking cable because you have that extra battery. 4000 kit, great little product, definitely worth checking out for you guys. Now we're going to circle back to the 5000 plus one more time because I do want to show it to you. But before we do that, I want to show you guys the 1000 plus. What's the code? So the code for the 3000 Pro kit is going to be that right there. So if you want the 3000 kit, that is the code, 3000 live. If you want the 4000 kit, there is no code. You can get the 4000 kit for $24.99 just for being a Prime member. It's 50% off. If you want to get that 7% discount code of anything over $2,000, you have to use the... I can't remember what that code is. I will have Fernando post that code in chat, though. So there is a 7% off if you guys buy that. I can't remember the code off the top of my head, man. So the 1000 plus system, guys, we have it as a kit in here. And this kit comes with the new 100 watt solar panels. It's going to be the mini solar panels, the mini 100s. So you're going to get that 1000 plus 2 100 watt panels for $14.99. That is their new panels. So you're going to get 1264 watt hours of power and 2 of those beautiful panels for that price point. Now here we go. We're going to do it. We're going to talk about it. You guys can get the 5000 plus system. The 5000 plus system is a crazy, crazy power system. Price point is normally like $4,300 plus. If you guys buy it as you want, $34.99, but we have a discount code for the 5,000 plus. Now, the 5,000 plus discount code is crazy, crazy, crazy. And I'm saying it with a grain of salt because it does bring it down quite a bit. You guys can get the 5,000 plus. If I can find the code, where'd the code go? I don't have it somewhere. I wrote it down. So here it is. You guys can get the 5,000 plus for $29.99 with this discount code right here. Now, $29.99 is going to give you guys 5,040 watt hours of power and one of their most multiple usage scenario devices. It's got 4 AC outlets on the front that do 7,200 watts of sine wave, 2 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C ports, a DC plug, 12 volt, 10 amp, and dual voltage charging plugs on the side. Those are your NEMA plugs. So you guys have a 14-30 NEMA plug, a 14-50 NEMA plug on the side. Those are going to do 7,200 watts of pure sine wave power, but can do 120 and 240 volt charging capability. It also has the capability of connecting the smart transfer station up to allow you to charge it at under 2 hours on your wall plug through, of course, your wall circuit breakers. On the opposite side is a battery connection plug that's going to allow up to 5 batteries of connectability with this. So over 30 kilowatts of power you guys can do with that. You're going to have the wall plug of charging. Now, here's where it's kind of cool. Your AC plug can charge at 1,800 watts of charge rate. That's a 3.5 hour charge time for 5,040 watt hours of power. If you want to, you guys can use your low power solar array. That will charge at 1,200 watts of power. That's a 5-hour charge time with that. You guys can use high power solar array, and you guys can actually connect up to your 4,000 watt solar arrays through this. Under 2 hours of charge time on hand. The multiple ways of charging is very, very well done with these systems on hand. 132 pounds though, but still very portable. $2,999 is your price tag for that system. Now we have, of course, that large table with all of these products back here, and you guys can get pretty much anything you want at a great price point to be had today. Now, anything spent over $2,000, use that 7% discount code 25Prime JA7, and you guys can get another 7% off of Jackery products on over $2,000 purchases. With that, the 1000 V2 comes with the option of the free E100 Plus. You will have to go to the 100 Plus, add that to, of course, your cart, and at checkout, it will knock off the price of the 100 Plus. Limited deal with that. The 2000 V2 comes with the option of the E290. Again, you'll have to add the E290 to your cart, and then it'll knock off that price tag at the end. All those discount codes that we shared with you guys are active during these shows, so you guys use them as you can and enjoy them. I'm going to share all these codes one last time before we go for those of you that have not seen the codes. And those codes will have links to the actual products. So if you guys need to, grab that link as well, and of course, go to those pages. Anybody have any questions before we end the show for today? Can I grab this last code? Well, that didn't work, did it? All right, that is the last code. Now, with that, I want to thank everybody. Remember, we're going to be back here tomorrow night with another show. If you haven't, hit the follow button, hit the live notification button. The live notification button, when hit, will allow you to know when we go live on these channels. And that's the very cool part about all this. With that, I want to thank you guys all for sitting here and hanging out during this show. We will see you guys tomorrow night on the next Jackery Live. Have a great night. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one, everybody.